Leeds United 4, Oxford United 0. What a sauntering game of football that was for Leeds United. Finally, we have the goal difference lords on our side, and we actually managed to put away 3-4 goals against an opposition and start to build that goal difference gap up above the other teams around us. It wasn't the most end-to-end game throughout its entirety, but Oxford were there for the taking, and for once, Leeds United smelt the blood and we pounced on it and capitalized big time. What's going on, everyone? JT, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories series. Of course, we go through everything happening in and around the world of Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it, and we're here to discuss what was a marvellous game of football in the end for Leeds United. It started off kind of boilerplate for Leeds, 1-0 up after 9 minutes, and then slowly kind of simmered our way through the game and never really busted a gut to try and urgently make it 2 or 3 in the first half. We're just comfortable to sit back with possession. I thought at times Oxford defended well in the first half in the way that they were kind of pressing us into one side of the pitch, and Leeds weren't really using the option of switching the channels as much as we potentially could have or should have in that half there. But after that, we did start to just slowly tick through the gears a little bit, and I could really see at the end of that first half, I said, this is a 3-0 Leeds United written all over it. I feel like this is one of those games where we just slowly turn through the gears. We never really get out of 5th or 6th gears, but we just slowly turn through the gears, pick up steam a little bit, and just pick off the goals if and when Oxford get a little bit more tired and start to get lazy and open up a few more gaps. And boy, did they come the end of the half come the end of the second half, because Leeds United were running rampant at the end there and just really picking balls around nicely, playing at ease against Oxford, who offered no threat at all throughout the entirety of the game. A lot of people asking me, how did Ampadu play? How did he fare at centre-back today? It wasn't tested. Roden wasn't tested. Oxford really posed absolutely no threat going forward at all, and it was a very easy, comfortable win for Leeds. It was never really something that got too many people off their seat, but it was very nice to see Leeds capitalize on that opportunity and take the game to a side and really put the game behind them and actually dispatch the side in the manner in which we did. I thought Solomon today really capitalized on the space that was around him very well, of course getting 2 assists and a goal, which the goal was from an impossible angle. I actually think Perot should have played him in a lot earlier. He played him in so late that it actually closed the angle away from him, but he still managed to manufacture a phenomenal shot near post and eke the goal forward for Leeds United. So I thought he played very well today. I thought Dan James was outstanding on the right-hand side as always. I really have to say Aronson made himself busy, but his finishing ability until the goal he actually scored was once again woeful in terms of the amount of times he smashed it into Rosette. But I just think it was a comfortable all-round performance. You know, there wasn't too much stand out, especially for large portions of the game, but it was just a game where we just had to be patient and wait our time, and the gaps would open, and that's exactly what we did. So it was a comfortable win and professional, and I'm very happy with the way that we did it. I'm very happy with the fact that we didn't leave any stupid gaps defensively throughout the game and allow Oxford to get a goal and kill our clean sheet off. I'm very happy we maintained the clean sheet. I'm very happy that we maintained the standard of performance that we had held up to that point, and I can never complain with a 4-0 win. If you sat there complaining about 4-0 win, then you're doing something wrong, my man. It's 4-0. Leeds United are back into second place still. Unfortunately, Sheffield United were able to win. Chief Kiefer Moore at the double over there to put them up there. Burnley, of course, winning right up our tails now as well. Sunderland just behind. So it is still very, very tight up there going into the Christmas period, and I'm very unhappy that we did drop points last week. I think that was very stupid. If we'd just kept the momentum going, who knows where we would have been in a few weeks' time. And I'm struggling to believe in the fact that Leeds are going to build on this and are going to go on a 4 or 5 game winning streak. Yeah, we're going on an undefeated streak still because we drew, we didn't lose, but an actual winning streak is what you need in this league to really cement yourselves into those top 2 places. And currently we're not quite seeing that. We are faltering every few weeks or so. So I need to see a little bit more before I can confidently say, listen, this Leeds side are definitely finishing in that top 2 spot. But we'll have to see, mate. If we can carry on like today, then that's a big positive, isn't it? But then again, Oxford didn't really pose too much of a threat. I mean, what did you guys think? Did you guys rate Oxford's performance that highly? Did you think Oxford were as poor as I'm saying? Do you think they were offering more? Do you think Leeds shut them down well at patches? Or do you genuinely just think Leeds were on their A game today? I'd have to say Leeds didn't even have to get out of 4th or 5th gear. That's as simple as that. We really didn't. There's a lot more to come from this Leeds side. And for me, that's a positive. Considering we walked away after a 4-0 win, there's a lot more to come from this Leeds side. A lot better football that we can be playing. And when we did have the moments, I have to say, I did really like the through ball ability of Jayden Bogle at times. I liked the through ball ability of Tanaka. Played a couple of great passes. So did Ethan Ampadu. I really liked some of that. And just touching on Bogle, by the way, big miss for me when we didn't have him. Huge miss. One of the most underrated players that Leeds have had this year. One of the most vastly improved players we've had as the season's gone on. Really, really good and well worked for his goal. The little reverse pass back to Aronson, and he carries on his run. He doesn't stop. He doesn't hang his head. He carries on his run into the box. He's hungry. He's looking side to side. Give me the ball back. I want to shoot. I want to let this off. Aronson runs in behind, flicks the ball back to him. Little reverse pass, cut back. And Bogle carries on his run, and the finish from that position was phenomenal. But the work rate, the tenacity, everything about his game is so vastly improved. Even his defensive work one-on-one is really, really good. Really impressive, Jayden Bogle. He is going under the radar big time for me as one of our standout players this entire season. Really, really impressed with Jayden Bogle, and he was a hell of a signing for 4 million. We didn't realise how much of a great signing he was when we did, but missing him for a couple of weeks and having him back now, big difference. All we need is Firpo on the other side, and we are back to A1 crispy 4K cuts football on those wings there. But other than that, again, just great standout performances. But let me know who you guys think your man of the match was. Did you guys rate DJ over Solomon? Did you think that Pirot had a decent performance? Please let me know who you guys would have as your man of the match. I'm actually intrigued because it was a tough one to call for me. There's 2 or 3 names that you could throw in there. Listen, Tanaka, again, as always, was just consistently great on the ball there. But again, didn't do anything too outstanding. You know, you'd probably have to look at either Bogle, DJ, or Solomon for me. And because he got 2 assists and a goal, it's hard to look past Manor Solomon. Really, really hard for me to look past Manor Solomon in terms of giving him the man of the match. But a great 3 points, a great result for Leeds United, and we are in the automatic zone now with a healthy boost in goal difference. So let me know what you guys thought about that down below. Let me know your man of the match, of course, and let me know what you thought about Leeds' performance overall. But for now, guys, though, it's been your boy JT. Thank you guys for tuning along. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.